Greetings, fellow gorehounds, and welcome back to a Blood Splattered vlog. I'm the Horror Guru.
I'm Count Jackula.
And today we're going to talk about The Devil's Mouth, a new shark exploitation film from director Jeff Wadlow. This movie is basically The Descent with a shark. It is a group of friends going on a underwater spelunking. I don't know what that's called, but it's basically spelunking but underwater in a cave system that's underwater, and encountering a shark along the way that makes it really hard to get out of said cave.
Yeah, this is this one bitch movie.
Yes. I thought this movie was actually an okay movie. I actually had a good time with it, but your results may vary depending upon your tolerance for insufferable characters.
Yeah, because a lot of what goes on here is the fault of one person.
Yes.
That's what I mean by it's this one bitch movie.
This movie basically has two main characters, Sarah and Max. Sarah is the
Kathryn Newton character.
And she is basically the one who convinced her friends that while they're on this trip in Thailand to go on this underwater spelunking trip because her dad did in the past and her dad recently passed away. And she kind of wants to, connect with her dead dad by doing something he did while he was there.
Yeah.
And her friend Max is basically her best friend in the whole world who's been there for her through all the thick and thin. And you can tell why her friends like her because she gets shit done.
Yeah.
Like, they can't convince a guy to go take them on this boating trip, and she's the one who can do that. And you can see over the course of the movie that she's really good at doing that over and over again, convincing people to do things. Now, this has a dark side. She also constantly convinces her friends to do things they don't want to do.
Yeah.
So while it's good on the sense that, like, hey, if you want to go do this thing and there's something in the way, she will remove that barrier, but she will also manipulate you and get you to do things you don't want to do along the way.
Yeah.
So she's a very complicated and frustrating character because she basically mistreats her friends most of the time, uses them as like little pawns to get what she wants or to get what Sarah wants. So you can see why Sarah sees her as like her best friend. There's a lot of things that go wrong in this movie that's directly tied to her decisions and her basically overriding all her friends. If they had done what the friends wanted to do, maybe more people would be alive by the end of this movie.
Right.
So once you pick up on that happening in the movie, the Max character becomes really fucking hard to watch. Like, I found myself yelling at the screen a lot because what the fuck? No, don't do that.
That is a terrible idea.
But everyone is so used to acquiescing to what she wants to do because they know once she sets her mind out to it, there's no convincing her otherwise. She effectively gets all her friends killed over the course of this movie multiple times. Your tolerance for that will determine how much you enjoy this movie. I actually had a pretty high tolerance for it, even though I was yelling at the screen, especially because the way this movie ends is kind of perfect for this story, which we'll talk more about in the spoiler section. But without getting into spoilers, this is very much a movie about a character realizing that their friend isn't actually their friend and is actually the thing that's stopping them from progressing in their life.
Yeah. Therefore, like The Descent, but there's a shark involved.
Yes, like The Descent, but there's a shark involved. And the main character doesn't quite go insane like she does in The Descent.
No, not like in The Descent.
No. Like in The Descent, she just straight up goes cuckoo bananas. That's not necessarily what happens in this movie. She stays relatively sane throughout it, but she also has to confront her friend who's become a real problem over the course of this. I liked this movie. I actually thought all the underwater shark stuff worked, even if the shark sometimes was a little too CGI for my liking.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Slow bunch of shark movies.
Exactly.
Even I've seen way worse slow bunch shark movies.
I've seen way worse looking sharks, right?
Yeah.
Like I've seen shit like sand sharks.
Yeah.
I've seen those sci-fi original shark movies. The CGI in this movie looks leaps and bounds over some of the shark movies I've seen. There's a fucking awful AI shark movie out right now called Chum. Looks way better than that. Yeah. But that being said, it is one of those things that I think some people are going to watch this movie and see the CGI shark and go, ugh. But all the spelunking stuff works really well.
Yeah. The sets that they built for the actual spelunking segments are really good.
Absolutely. The scuba diving stuff in the fucking tight caves. The movie feels really claustrophobic. All the fucking natural hazards in the movie work really well. And even though that one character is very insufferable, I actually did like the character dynamics that was going around.
Yeah.
It's a very complex friend group of dynamics. You have the two characters who brought their significant others, and then you have like the main character who's kind of like the fifth wheel in this like in this situation. They all really do care about each other and whatnot, but they just need to stop listening to this one bitch who keeps fucking making things worse. That being said, there are times where she makes a bad decision, but I can at least give her the benefit of the doubt that actually she wasn't wrong. They could do that. Like one of the things that happens early on in the movie is like they get the option to either go the easy route in the cave or go the hard route. And despite the protests of everyone, she convinces everyone to go on the hard route. Now, it turns out they actually could handle the hard route.
Yeah.
The problem was the shark that no one could have predicted. The fucking, like, professionals should have known that.
Yeah.
And they didn't know that. So that's not her fault. The shark is not her fault. They actually could handle the fucking...
Cave shark, most unexpected.
Yeah, they actually could fucking handle the hard fucking route if there wasn't a shark involved. That being said, there are decisions after that directly lead to characters dying. So
yeah.
I like the way this movie culminated and ended, and overall, I thought it was a pretty solid time. This is a perfect example of like a 6 or a 7 out of 10 movie that if it was on TV, I would not turn it off.
Yeah. If it's on TV, you're like,
yeah,
all right, it's okay.
If I was looking for a shark movie to kill some time with, this is way better than a lot of the shark movies I've watched over the years. So,
what are you talking about? Shark Side of the Moon is a masterpiece.
Okay, that movie's at least so bad it's good, and it's intentionally so. I'll at least give it that. That's like in the Sharknado territory, where it's at least entertaining. You know? But what was that? Like fucking Dracula Shark?
I haven't seen Dracula Shark.
Dracula Shark has like straight up like MS Paint cutouts for sharks. It's really bad.
Ooh.
It's really bad. So yeah, I've seen some pretty bad shark movies. I'll put this like a 6 or 7 on that scale. It's not as good as like the highest tier shark movies. It's not even as good as Thrash was earlier this year.
No, not at all.
But it is a very watchable, enjoyable movie with a ending that had me cheering because we'll talk about it in the spoiler section.
Yes, it's the worst way to spend an hour and a half.
Yes. The movie's currently available on Amazon Prime, so if you have Amazon Prime, go check it out, though I do think you can rent it some other places. So if you want to go check it out, go do that. And with that said, let us move on to the spoilers.
Spoiler, everyone but the main character dies.
Yes. Ultimately, over the course of this movie, the characters are trying to escape the cave, and there are multiple occasions where Max decides something, and this directly leads to someone dying. Very early on, they get trapped in this one portion of the cave where there's 2 ways they could possibly get out. One is to go back through the cave, and actually, technically, there's 3 ways. There's back through the cave, and then out this little exit that leads into the ocean, but you have to climb.
Yeah, but you have to climb, and the climb is dangerous.
Now, the main character, the Kathryn Newton character, wants to climb and go out the ocean exit because it's the easiest way to just straight up get out. Max does not want to do that. Max wants to go through the more complicated route through this like maze kind of section of the thing. Unfortunately, while she's deciding to do that, we watch as a character goes through that maze and immediately gets killed by a shark.
Yeah.
So we know that is directly where the shark is right now, is in that fucking maze. So some characters die making that decision. By the time they come out the other end of this section of the cave, they end up right back where they started. So they end up right back next to that fucking climb section.
That climb section with a rock.
What I do like about the movie, though, is that when Kathryn Newton finally does climb that thing, she realizes it's not that easy because the tide's too low to actually get out.
Yeah.
So even if they had climbed earlier in the movie, the tide would have still been low. They still would have had to hang out there.
Yeah.
Hanging out there probably would have ended better than fucking...
Than what happened.
Than what they did. Max's character's arm gets broken because of a decision she made to try to go through this other section of the cave. And the shark fucking like slams into her and she gets her arm busted. Kathryn Newton decides, okay, we're going to do it my way now. I'm going to climb this thing and I'm going to wait for the tide to get fucking low enough. Max's character decides, you're not going to fucking leave me here, and she wants to climb too. So she throws down a rope to her. They tie themselves together and she tries to start pulling him up. The shark jumps out of the water, grabs Max, pulls her under, and pulls Kathryn Newton down too because they're both tied together. And Kathryn Newton literally has to cut the weight that's dragging her down.
That's dragging her down. Get it?
Yep.
Get it?
It was a very on the nose metaphor,
Yes.
but it was a moment where I cheered because fuck Max, she was frustrating me the entire movie.
Oh, yeah.
I did feel bad for Max's boyfriend, though.
Yes.
Because while Max's boyfriend did have some moments of kind of like dickery, it's very obvious he loved his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Even though he was super fucking pussy whipped by her
Oh,
and
yeah.
like would not stand up to her worth nothing. He does ultimately die because of her.
Oh, yeah.
But he was also willing to. You know, like he loved her so much, he was willing to risk his life to help her.
Right.
So at the end of the day, he is a good guy, but Max deserves to feel as bad as possible about him fucking dying, drowning in that cave. He dies drowning. It's a fucking rough death. And
Yeah.
you watch as he drowns too. They do not cut away. The other two friends I like, but they were kind of like the bimbo and the himbo.
Oh, yeah. They're total like cannon fodder.
They're doomed from the start because they're both not very bright.
Right.
And one of them apparently has a thing where they can't fucking handle blood. And I feel bad because it's just like, okay, I get it. Like, you know, that's a real like condition to have that kind of phobia. But oh my God, we need to move. And if you stay right there, the shark's going to eat you too. And then your blood's going to be everywhere. Fucking move.
Yeah.
That guy gets the most brutal death, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's like
he totally
pinballed across the fucking...
Yeah. The shark just like fucking like keeps bashing him against a fucking rock.
because it's like a bull shark and it doesn't just like bite you. It bites you and slams you into rocks.
Yeah, because they're called bull sharks because they charge, you know?
And because it's a tight space, it just bam, bam. So this guy literally gets like pinballed across this fucking cave system.
Yeah.
It's so fucking brutal. I really like that sequence when they have to like go under the water, but they don't have scuba tanks. So they have to like find these little air pockets. The shark, almost like a video game, keeps popping through the walls.
Yeah.
I really like that sequence. That sequence was pretty good. Even though it's the most CGI the shark ever looked, it's in those sequences. The jump scares actually did get me in those scenes, which, you know, I gotta give credit where credit is due. They got me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really have much more to say because it's basically a survival movie. There's not much to talk about. The main theme of the movie is cutting the dead weight of the friend that is holding you back. And we kind of covered all the beats of that.
Yeah. It's a simple flick with a simple premise with a shark that eats people.
Yep.
If you're into shark movies, if you're like, I don't like shark movies that much, don't worry. The movie's only so good.
It's only so good.
You know.
It's only so good. Like, if you're not into shark movies, it isn't going to convince you to be into shark movies.
No.
You know, but if you like movies like The Descent, or if you like, you know, shark movies like,
Thrash?
Thrash is a good one. I don't think I would put it in the same category
No, I
as
wouldn't
this.
put it in the same category.
I would
as
put it
Thrash.
more in the category of more survival style shark movies like
47 meters down and its sequel 47 meters down uncaged.
Oh, yeah.
Open Water.
Open Water, yeah.
Like those kind of movies is more the speed of this movie than something like Thrash, which is a little bit more action-y.
Yeah.
You know, a little more action-packed shark action. Thrash belongs more in like the deep blue sea kind of territory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, man, Deep Blue Sea. That's some peak shark movie
That's some
right
peak shark. That's one of the best so bad it's good shark
there.
movies.
Yes.
It's the peak, the cream of the shitty crop.
Also bad it's good shark movies must bow at the altar of Deep Blue Sea.
100%. I concur. And with that said, my fellow gorehounds, y'all know me. I'm the Horror Guru. You can find me at the Horror Guru on various social media platforms, but these days I primarily use Blue Sky, so follow me on there. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you're notified of my videos immediately upon their upload. And if you'd like to help out either of us more directly, be sure to check out our Patreon pages. And remember, if you decide to go the Patreon route, even $1 a month can go a long way, but we will certainly accept more. And if you made it this far into the video, then I want you to comment below, and be sure to comment below using the hashtag maximum irritation, because it's got max in the name, you see, like
I see what you did there.
Maximum irritation. Use that hashtag, work it into your comment below. That way I know, that way Jack knows, that way the whole world knows that you know who the most annoying character in this movie is, but is also kind of important to the plot because she's the whole theme of the movie.
Yeah.
You know, so while she is irritating, there's a purpose to her irritation, which makes it far more tolerable, in my opinion.
This movie could have used a rap by LL Cool J.
Every shark movie needs a rap by LL Cool J. All I'm saying.
Yeah.
When we stopped doing raps by LL Cool J in shark movies, that's when shark movies really started to tank.
Yep. Oh.